Hello, good morning, everybody. Today is the day you've been waiting for. Obviously, we have a great topic today that we will discuss, and we'll go over all the steps that needs to be shown to you, so that will definitely help you make a better decision before you build your business, right? Anyway, my name is Mr. Q. I am with coffeewithq.com, of course, Coffee with Q. Coffee with Q is a social media outlet that basically focus on helping businesses from small businesses to big businesses to help you guys reach your goals and make your goal become a reality. So today is a great pleasure for me to show you exactly what it is going to be to help you make your dream become a reality. So, who are we? At Coffee with Q, we are a group of professionals that put our heads together to help you step by step how to make your business become successful and how to keep you on track to make your goals become a reality. So, let me show you some people that are part of our team. So, we want to show you that as well. Of course, you will see some of us are talking. So this is some of the people that I want to share with you, basically. So you will see these people. They are what you call the pioneer of the beginning when we started this Coffee with Q project. Everybody was enthused, and the one that you are seeing here and you're looking at, they're all now extremely successful because of what we trying to accomplish with them. So I will also share another set of people as well that we start at Barnes and Noble. Very cool. Everybody was part. And also we have a great company that sponsored us, which is shoponq.com. And also we also have waytomodel.com that sponsored us, and we are excited and enthused about all those beautiful things. So we are very excited to make this a reality for everybody. So today, I not only the topic is very good, it's extremely crucial. But some of us, when we start a business, when we start a business, we may not know exactly what to do and what the next step's supposed to be. So today we will discuss the 10 things that customers want to see on your website. And those are important. And those are what you call expert, is doing the research with us and telling us why those things should be on your website as a consumer. So again, we're going to start here. Here are the 10 most important things these experts says customers want to know or want to see on your website. The first one is how your business is unique. That's the question one, how your business is unique. So answer the question on your website, for example, when you see the buttons, who are you in terms of who we are or who are you on your website. It's interestingly, you will see a lot of people will tell you that who we are, they don't really understand what that word means. Okay? If you are unique, so you have to be able to compellingly and honestly explain or answer that question very clear for your customers, for your consumers. This includes writing management bios that mention your expertise, like what is your business do, years of experience, or how long you've been in business, and any unique attributes or details that may set you apart from others. So, guys, these are the things that you need to pay attention to. So you need to answer what is unique about your business or your company. Why should I buy? Why should people buy from you? Why should I personally buy from you? So these are important. Why? Why should I buy from you? This is a missing from many business sites, basically, because the owner haven't done the strategic thinking necessary to configure that out yet. So then we need to understand that by answering those questions, make it very clear and direct to the customer. That will separate you apart from the other group, and be concise too. And then I will add that as well. You have to be concise, and you don't need to write a novel to explain to a consumers or group of people who's buying from you who you are and what you do. So these are important for you to understand. So a clear sense, right? A clear sense. That dropped me to my second point. Once you have concise, you'll be concise with what you promoting, what you're selling, what you about, what services and what products. That makes life much easier. So then, what I mean by that, when you go to the second point, it says a clear sense of what your company offers is necessary. So it's incredible how many sites you visit and you are not sure what the company offers. Uh, Make it priority on your homepage to provide at least general information about your products and or services with links to specifics on a product page. So because your website is your store, it's your front store, it's your treasure. So then you want to make sure that when you are saying something on that shop or on that site or on that store, it has to be clear and direct. So many service-oriented companies are concerned about, divulging too much information about their offerings for competitive reasons. Some also feel that the consumer will have no reason to contact them by phone if they get all their need from the website. You know, guys, don't even think about that. So there are, you see, there is a balance that needs to be reached in giving the potential customer enough info to make a buying decision. See, more often than not, consumers will not contact a company for a missing product information. They'll just move on to a competitor. They don't even waste their time even doing that. So what I'm saying to you is that don't you worry about exactly what the customer is thinking. What you need to do is that give them the information that they need so they know that you are real. So let's go to the third factor, the third things that the customer wants to see on your website. Contact information, including a phone number and a physical location. Uh, I will explain that one very carefully to you so you don't make that mistake. This may seem like a no-brainer, but many companies are purposely vague about their location. Some prefer to do all of their business online and see no need to publish an address or phone number. Other are, for example, others are home based, or they worry that giving a street address or hometown will somehow hinder them. That is not true. This is the most, and it's one small way of building credibility and trust with your customer. So I will say this, okay? I was watching this guy, very well known, very respectful man, Wayne Porter. Wayne Porter is a co-founder of Rev News. Okay, Rev News is a Revenews. Well, let me spell that again for you. Revenews. Rev News, and it's an online marketing publication. And former senior, by the way, he was a former senior director of research at FaceTime. You see how you do FaceTime on your computer, uh, on your phone, or on your iPad. He was one of those people that came up with that idea. A business security solution provider, he says. A phone number, a street address, and even a picture go a long way toward building credibility with your clients, with your customers. So this is important. Showing a physical location, even one that no one will ever visit, comforts a customer that your business is real and legitimate. What that means is when you provide a phone number that maps to that location, rather than just an 800 number, I will advise you to be precise, be direct, and when you're trying to give those information, don't be shy. Just make it happen, okay? So you have to provide a location, a phone number, and obviously you have to make sure that they're all on the same page as you, where they can trust you. You can build relationships where they will, you know, feel comfortable buying from you. So let's go to the fourth thing that they will need from you: third-party validation. Third-party validation, Beozan, is important. This means customer testimonials like client list, case studies, awards, and recognition you receive, or positive news clipping and the likes. The customer wants to see that. Potential customer indeed want to know who you do business with, and what current customers have to say about their experiences. Such item, forge the underpinning of trust. So you need to definitely, ladies and gentlemen, get a third-party validation. So client lists are especially important if your customer are businesses. So if you've got some big name customers, people like to see that, okay, always. But make sure you get approval from those people first before you list them as clients. I really definitely to want you to keep that in mind, okay? I will add also that having a presence on social networking sites and blogs, especially those serving your industry, is an increasingly popular form of validation among customers. See, social networking now has strong validation, just so you know, because even big customers, big clients, big companies are using those. So, social networking really is important. If you have that, you can use that as a third validation there. Let's go to the fifth thing the customer wants to see on your site. Remember, today everything you sell, it's online. You have to basically figure out a way to two things that you have to do. The number one, customer looking for security because they're putting their credit cards in there, they're paying PayPal. Obviously, that's how it goes. So secure socket layer, for example, what you call the SSL. So the SSL is an encryption system that helps protect the privacy of data exchange between a customer and a website. So you definitely need to make sure that your website have an SSL. And then if you have an e-commerce site that takes credit card information, customers want to know that their sensitive data is encrypted. So get SSL if you don't have it. If you do, let customers know that, and about any other safeguards you proactively take, because the customer wants to feel comfortable. Remember, they're buying from you; they have to be comfortable with you. So it's really important that you do that. Let's go to the number six things that they need from you, okay, to see on your website: ease of use and navigation. Sometimes people design a website, you can barely see where things are. So this is important that we pay attention to where things are. And then if I go to your website, I want to buy a product, I need to at least have a search box. It will tell me. If people can find it, they can buy it. I would advise you to keep your site crisp, clean, and easy to navigate. But also for site owners to study traffic and usage patterns, to adjust their sites based on what visitors are coming for. The ability to search a site is very important, I will tell you. So businesses should study their search data to see if there are trends and what to make front and center. So these are important. Point six, the website have to be easy to navigate. It cannot be complicated. Keep it simple. So if you go to number seven, which is point number seven, that's extremely important. You need to have what you call a clear guidance on your process. Clear guidance on your process, which is let customers know step by step important things such as how to order and where to go and what to do should something happen now. something happened out of the ordinary, because those things happen. So customers also want to know your shipping costs and procedures, and how they can get status reports. Don't list your shipping costs in procedures after people enter their credit card information. Don't do that. You can't do that. Last but not least, customers want to know how you handle complaints. Complaints. If something is happening, how to handle complaints from people that making complaints or problems. How do you do that? How do you handle those? Return procedures, like your policy of return, how that works, and whether you have a money back guarantee. The customer need to know. So your process can be described in on a FAQ, what you call frequently asked questions page, or separate how to order, shipping, and or confirmation pages. Include a way customers can contact your business or fulfillment agency for more information. Those are really important for a client, always. So don't underestimate those things. So the customer need to know. That's also will create, make the customer feel at ease and create that credibility that you're looking for. And the other thing I will say also is that an ability to give feedbacks. That's important that you do that. You have to give feedbacks to your client. Encourage feedbacks about your products and services, your ordinary process, and your site in general, by providing a feedback mechanism. So either feedback forms, you can do a feedback forms basically, or an email links, because customer would like that. They want to know that you have nothing to hide, and then if there is a problem, you're willing to listen to it. Or if there is an issue, you're willing to, cooperate with them to make a better judgment, or give better answers. Not every small business prefers to offer this. In some cases, because of resources constraints, that happens. See, you definitely want to look at how and what feedback to gather, and you should consider offering an incentive or perk to the customer. I will add that, because once you give the customer incentive, they move better, they move faster, they move quicker. They want to make things happen. So you might get some good stories to feature on your site or in your blog, because those things are important. If somebody is satisfied with your products or with your services, you want them to tell their stories. And if they're not happy with your product or services, you want to hear that too, so you can make corrections on that. So point number 8 is that an ability to give feedback. That's really important. So if you go to point number 9, for example, okay, that's extremely important. What we call clear calls. Okay, clear calls to action. You see, people put a website together, but they never really instruct the consumer or the customer or the client what to do, why they should act, what they should buy now. They never do that. But anyway, let me explain that to you real quick. Customers want signs or buttons in order to act, okay? Be it buy now, or sign up for our newsletter, or click here for more information. But many small business sites don't provide calls to action, or they don't present them clearly enough. This is one of the biggest things that nag me all the time. Like, where you put a website together, now all the stuff out there, and then you're not telling the customer what to do. In other words, buy now. That's a pretty good way of taking action. Sign up for the newsletter, or sign up for our newsletter, or sign up to get this product or to get this incentive. You have to do that, or click here for more information. You have to make those things happen. So if you have a captive audience, for example, this is the time to grab them. So you have to do that. So this is point number 9. Okay, that's extremely important that you pay attention to it. So number 10 is special offers and personalization. Guys, this is critical. This is important. The reason I'm going to keep saying that this is important, people don't realize that, because special offers and personalization, by personalizing a sale with a special offer or incentive or coupon, I will personally tell you, small businesses can gain an edge on their bigger counterparts, believe it or not. This can be as simple as a handwritten thank you note to say thank you for what you buy, or a free gift wrap services. You can definitely do that. Or maybe a special offer for repeat business. You see, by doing that, you kind of grab the customer's attention. And not only are you going to sell this customer, you're going to sell his friends or her friends, or you're going to sell their children or their neighbors by giving them some incentives, some perks. You can call it perks, that's fine. But what's important is at Coffee with Q, what we're trying to do with you is to teach you and help you put this together correctly. So when you launch your products or services, that people will buy from you. So having a personalized touch is something small businesses can do that many big businesses can't. People think that because their business is small, they shouldn't have to do none of those things. That's when you should do those things, because the big businesses, they can't do those kind of personalized and intuitive service for their clients. And then if they were to do that at every level, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? They will spend too much money. But you, because you're not that big as them, you can personalize your website, so that will make the client feel comfortable, feel good. For example, when I go to Paris, you see there are a lot of big restaurants, big name recognition, big name recognized restaurants. Do you know why I don't go to them often? If I'm having a big party or I'm throwing a meeting for all my engineers or all my colleagues, obviously I'm going to get a big space to get that. But when I go to Paris, I prefer to go to a bistro, like a mid-sized bistro where they personalize the food for you. You can make the order. For example, my favorite meal is coq au vin. I will not get a coq au vin as a huge, big restaurant because I feel like it's not going to be done the way I want it to be done. When they bring the pot before you, you want to make sure that that thing, the smell alone, make you feel like you want to eat. It's really excite your appetite. So this is the reason why, as a small business, I will tell you, try to do things that the big businesses cannot do, so you'll be able to make it happen. I'm going to give you a perfect example. In my days, when AOL came out with the dialer, remember the dial-up where you plug your phone line behind the phone, which is to the modem, and then obviously you sign in, and then you hear that sound, and then boom, you're online, and then it takes forever to surf websites, right? So when they did that, my goal was to study what they were doing as a small business. I had about 67 schools at that time, all over the country. So I had a little bit over 200,000 customers, which was be part of my school. Sometimes they are buying computers from me because the FCAT or the MCAT or the NCAT, the kids have to pass those tests, ACT, SAT. So then what I did is I created a system that they can practice those classes, those courses on the internet with the headline. So I was able to do that. So what has happened is that I found AOL only did the dialer only in English. And I said, wait a minute, you're living in over 300 million people in the country here. Why couldn't I come up with something in different languages? So I created the dialer in Creole, in French, in Spanish. And that was the edge. And when I sold that company back to AOL again, everybody said, how did you do that? Yeah, the acquisition was made in 1994. If you check it out, you will see that how I was able to create a Creole, English, and Spanish and French dialer that now people who cannot speak English can definitely go into the Spanish panel, control panel, and they can definitely practice with their children. Because some people, what happened is the culture, some people don't understand that not because somebody from another country that they're stupid, they may not be able to speak English, but if they speak Spanish and the homework comes home, they will be able to practice with their children. So that's what I was able to do. So if you understand how that works, certain things that big companies cannot do, you want to be able to do it, because that's how you really make the money. That's how you make it happen. So this is the reason why I'm confident as a small business, you have to do things that big companies cannot do, and that will give you the edge that you need to win, period. So again, as you can see that we are discussing the 20 points, and we're going to give you a perfect example. And while I'm doing this with you, or while you're watching this video, I want you to go to uh, a website, okay, to see why that I'm so enthused about this. We took this company, okay, we step by step we put the e-commerce together. But what we did, let me tell you what we did. We designed the e-commerce. We powered by Shopify because I had different choices. I could have taken big commerce. I can go different routes, but I felt like Shopify was more user friendly. So what I did is that I helped them put a team together. Um, we created this website. It's called shoponq.com. Okay, shoponq.com. It's right here. Let me put it on the screen for you in a bigger sense, so you can see why that I am so enthused by this. This is the website. It's simple, white page, shoponq.com. So what we were able to do is, ladies and gentlemen, we create this e-commerce under the Shopify Power website. So we take all, of course, when you create an e-commerce, you have to make sure put all the security and all that. And then the second thing that I did with them, I told them that while we're building this website, we want to create what you call a social media that to capture customers. So when you ready to do your launch within the 10, 60 days, so you will have those customers waiting for you. So we did a survey and uh, we were able to send the products. We were able to send the products to the consumers, and we kept asking them, okay, what do you guys would like to have, okay, on your for your cell phone? What would you like to put together in order for us to work with you? So we were able to capture a couple hundred people in our network that says, I would like to buy the charger, I would like to buy the phone case, I would like to buy the glass cleaner, I would like to buy the headset, I would like to buy. I mean, you see so many people and you can recognize what they do. So, what we did, we created social media. And then what happened is that we power it with Coffee with Q. So by doing that, now everybody now plug in. So the day we announced that we're doing the grand opening, even though we did the lunch, the luncheon inside a hotel, but we had over 200,000 people that was logging with us online to buy the products. So that's the kind of stuff that you need. So we use Madwire, which is I truly believe Madwire is one of the biggest thing ever. And I also use Marketing 360. So we put all this together, and we have a team of social media in-house, and then we were able to put this together. Today, if you look at the Shop on Q, this is one of the biggest thing that we ever done very quickly. We launched the company in May 2000. We helped them launch the company in May 2016, which is just the other day. I mean, May 2016, ladies and gentlemen. This is like no brainer, right? So let me put the website in. Go into that website. You tell me yourself, okay, why we were able to do it. They carry Pure Gear. They carry a product that I really like. It's more like a antibacterial case cover. You know how you go to the restroom and then you use the restroom in public bathrooms. You wash your hands, but you lay your phone somewhere in your pocket, and then you grab that phone again. You put the germs right back. So they came out with a case cover that where it will kill the germs immediately for you. So and then different company, you have Pure Gear, Samsung's product all over. So they have all the licensing to do these things, to sell these things. So today everybody now is talking about a shoponq.com because they feel like this is one of the biggest things that ever happened to them. Like I told you, when we started with the having coffee together, discuss different things, talk to different business owners, and they were able to do these things. So, and later on, we were able to not only gain those customers' trust, we were able to let them sample our products. We send some incentive, give them some perks. We start giving them earbuds. We give them phone cases that they can try. We have people in Colorado, people in California, people in New York, Canada. They all, try to use our products, and today they are giving us great testimonies. So we capture those data and we put it to other people who have not yet purchased from us to see what it is. So you go to shoponq.com. It's shoponq.com. Matter of fact, let me put it in let me put it one more time for you here, because that's important. This is the website, shoponq.com. And then it's a very easy to navigate. Any products that you want, there's a search bar on the top. There's a phone number on the very top. You can call or you can buy anything you want, and that will get, if you buy over $49, guess what? You have free shipping. So these are the way you have to do business. You cannot do business by luck. You have to plan it. That's why we encourage you to sign with us. It's not going to cost you anything, to teach you step by step how to put this together. All those research that we are doing to give you these informations, we have a reason for that, because we feel like if you really put your heads together and you want to accomplish something big, that's big. So again, we want you to pay attention. We will keep this podcast up for another, I think it's 6 or 7 days. And next Saturday there will be another topic that we will place it by. So we thank you for all of you that signing up with us. And I've seen a lot of people here that listening to this wonderful podcast. And we want you to continue doing that. So all you have to do is that see what we do, see what we accomplish, and go to Coffee with Q and like us and subscribe with us. And also go to shoponq.com and see the examples of how we were able to put this together. If you want something similar on a different higher level, or beside, we will help you step by step how to do that. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you again for being part. Again, go to this site, shoponq.com, and you can also see all they have available, so you can be part of this wonderful movement. So again, thank you, and have a wonderful season, and have a wonderful weekend. And of course, we are here for you, to help you and to serve you. Again, this is Mr. Q. Have a wonderful season.